I wanted to take a minute to talk about competency, a minute or two or three, on competency in law. This is the key to everyone being able to secure their best interest because I found out that this is the basis on whether you're going to be in uh, conditions of servitude or are you going to be masters and declare yourself executors of the estate. There's a difference because these conditions of servitude are based in you having lack of character and taking responsibility in your own affairs, which made you acceptable to becoming a slave. So competency in law is the key essential part of securing the interest or uh, correcting the status. All these things are associated with your competency in law, and it shows, it's a reflection of your competency in law. But now I've seen from experience that not only do we have to display our competency in law to these quasi authorities out here, the European quasi authorities out here, but now I'm seeing that we have to be competent in law in order for us to be able to assert our birthrights to other Moors. This is a recent phenomenon I've been witnessing, is that Moors are challenging other Moors on their status on the land. And from my understanding of the whole concept, this is our birthright. You have this dark if you have the phenotypical traits of the ancestral ancient people who were considered Moors, that's your birthrights. It has nothing to do with having any membership cards and or having any association with anybody. You don't have to have an association with anybody in order for you to be a Moor. Period. End of discussion. And it can be proven through your own constitution and the whole law that youth in the Moor Science Temple claim to uphold. You are attempting to denationalize Moors because, in my case, I've seen my experience with dealing with the Moor Science Temple led me to believe that I would rather operate outside of the temple, but always in proxy to the temple. You know what I'm saying? We always do indirectly dealing with the temple. You understand me? Because the broader understanding of the temple is the body anyway. Which, talking about the body politics, the affairs of the national group, right? But I've come to realize that there's a lot of Moors that are threatened by Moors who are competent in law. So I advise all Moors to study, study, study. And when asked what to study next, study yourself. Because this is the key to being competent in law and not falling into conditions of servitude. Because all nations fall in these conditions of servitude based on their own lack of living by their principles. Islam.